Welcome, everybody. My name is Mio. I am with Paint Pixie Brushes. This is our family-owned company, and today's the first episode of Make It with Mio. What I wanted to do is just make this a little helpful, useful, not just in arts and crafts, but I wanted to showcase our products as well as just showing you guys different color combinations and stuff that you can do with the Paint Pixie paints and brushes. So first of all, thank you. Thank you for your time and thank you for joining us. We have amazing furniture brushes. You can visit us at paintpixie.com. All of our brushes are made in Italy. And there's a video on there where you can see how they're made. And actually, oh, I forgot that I have this one, this camera. So you can see. Today I'm going to use some of our turquoise iris palette brushes as well. Palette brushes, not brush, but palette knives. We'll get some texture in there. We're going to use, I like to use these when I'm doing like color samples and stuff for dry brushing. So this is our Lil D and Lil B. Mine's a little dirty because I was just using it. And then normally when I'm doing like other types of painting and stuff, I love my turquoise iris artist brush. But today I'm just going to be using like bigger things because what we're going to do is just make some color samples. So I made this the other day and I used these colors. And back when, and sorry, this is going to probably be a little in my face. Try to make this better next time. Got to improve every time, right? And give me 1 second. Sorry if the audio was like reverbing or whatever that's called, or repeating itself. Okay, so I'm going to try to get in here. All right, so this is the sample I made the other day and I had posted it on our page. And it kind of reminds me of a patina look almost, right? And so back when my mom and I used to paint in houses, and we would do we didn't even do furniture yet. We were doing a lot of cabinets and refinishes, and then we would do like specialty walls and specialty finishes. And so we would make these color cards like this so that people can test out what they wanted on their walls. So this is the ones I made for that. So this one is statuary, onyx, which is like a black. This one is 24 karat. So this one's like a true gold versus this one's more of a bronze. And then blue diamond. Okay. So that is that. I am sampling, and here's why I'm choosing black paper. I am going to be refinishing an armoire, and I wanted to do it licorice as the base coat. Sorry. I'm usually like a big stickler on my audio and my lights and stuff because I'm a photographer. And so it's kind of bugging me that this is like in my face, but I'll troubleshoot that next time. So anyways, I'm going to be doing this giant armoire, and I wanted to do, this is my base coat that I'm going to do is the licorice. So this is a 32 ounce. So if you're ever on the website, you will see that there are anything from 2 ounce bottles up to 32 ounces. This is the 32 ounce. This is the quart size. And then the next, let me see. This one is the 8. Oh, I think I'm missing a size. So I think there's one more bottle bigger than this. This is the 8-ounce size. And then this is a 2-ounce. So just to kind of give you a little comparison there. Where's my camera? So we have a sample kit that's getting ready to come out. We had a lot of people ask for it that way, they can get a little variety pack and then use it up and order bigger bottles of their favorites. Um, so we're really excited. Those are going to be limited though. My mom made, I forget how many, like 30 of the Magical Chaulk Paint sets, I think, and then 17 of our Liquid Pixie Dust. So the difference is the Magical Chaulk Paint is going to have a matte finish, and uh, the Liquid Pixie Dust is going to have that shimmer in it, right? The Magical Chaulk Paint is very, very thick, and the opacity, the coverage on our paints is insane. So you can literally paint straight on wood products, or like we have our pixie dough. This is a really funny thing. My son made he used the pixie dough and he goes, I'm going to make you something and then you decide what you want it to be and you paint it. So he made us little twin snake. Well, I said it looked like twin snakes. So he's super cute. If I painted it brown, it might look like poop, but we made green and onyx snakes. Yeah. So anyways, back to the armoire. I'm going to do licorice as the base coat. So I wanted to see what my colors were going to look like on a black background. I am using Strathmore black mixed media paper, Amazon, and then just some Kiwi Hub, like washi tape, just to like tape it down. So my thought process behind this, I wanted to try to figure out what color combos I'm going to use on this armoire, because one of my favorite liquid pixie dust is actually discontinued, which is Enchanted Forest. And I'm really sad. It's my favorite. It's the dark, dark, dark green with gold flecks in it. And so what I didn't want to replicate just this, because the way that I like to paint is I do a lot of wet on wet to have more softer blends. And then other times I like to do my layers and then dry brush colors on top of it so that it can start to bring out the different textures and stuff. So I didn't want to do just pure Enchanted Forest anyways. But what I want to do is, because this vision that I have for this armoire, like I know my mom says she's the furniture whisperer, but like I guess I'll be like the furniture medium. I don't know. Guess I'll figure that out. So here, let me put this so you can see. My name is Mio, by the way. I hope I said that. Um, I have this vision in my head of like this dark black with deep, rich greens and deep reds and purples, like jewel tones, as kind of like fading in and out. And then I think I want to incorporate some kind of like where I'll hand paint florals, or maybe do a mix of like transfers and hand painted florals. I haven't quite decided how I want that finished yet. But so what I'm trying to do is figure out how I want to make my version of Enchanted Forest. And I was playing around yesterday. It's kind of hard to see here, but these are little desk lights. So I did like different versions of Christmas cookie, which is this color. So it's like a dark green. And then I did different things where like I mixed it with the onyx, or I mixed it with licorice and then did onyx on top. And so I mixed with statuary, and then I did 24 karat. So definitely 24 karat is going to be the way to go for me. But so anyways, that's that. I think what I want to do, we're going to just do I wanted to do 2, that way I can have one kind of drying as we work on the other one. But I'm gonna grab my colors that I'm gonna use for today because I do want to experiment more with the greens and bringing out different green hues. I know a lot of our creators really, really, really love these like bright, fun. Like my mom loves key lime pie. Like she is just bright and she loves using all the bright color combos. I'm kind of the opposite where like this is, oh, here, I'll show you. You like my pajama pants? And this is my favorite thing is getting to be an artist, is getting to like wear my pajama pants. So I made these on a Facebook Live on our page a few months ago in little candlesticks. And so you can kind of see the color of that dark green. That's kind of part of what I want going on with that armoire. So like that. And then, so this one, you can see like different reds and stuff popping. And I hope the audio is okay. All right. So just wanted to show you those. All right. So what I'm actually going to be doing, because when I do this armoire, I'm going to want like, I don't want perfection. That's not what I'm going for at all. I really like textures and playing with things and seeing what kind of natural organic shapes and stuff come out. Hold on one second. Just making sure the link posted. Let me grab. Here we go. Okay. So let's start with some Christmas cookie. I have more paints coming. I just ordered a bunch more because I'm kind of on my last. Yeah, it's like squeezing the last of the lotion bottle out, but you're like, I love it so much. I can't get rid of it just yet. So it's Christmas cookie. This one is sour apple. I was going to try to be all cute and be like, here, but they're like rolling away. And then I'll do some key lime. Curious to see how this is going to show up because, like I said, they're not going to stay this bright. I like to darken everything. I'm kind of the opposite from all the other pixies, paint pixies who do all the light and bright and beautiful. I'm like, make it dark. Give me licorice. Give me the darkest waxes. Okay. So start with some crisp. These are the turquoise iris palette knives. I don't want it super thick. I just want it to like give me little, like, I forget what those are called, but like the little splatters, I guess. And I do have a heat gun. And if you've ever caught me on a different live, you know I bought my heat gun because of other artists like you guys. What is that? And then I discovered that the heat gun can do shrink wrap, and I was sold. So the thing about our paints, they're self-leveling. So when you are using a paintbrush, it's very, very smooth finish. I did too much bright green there, but I guess we'll figure it out. I feel like I should have some like Bob Ross wisdom. And the fun thing, just because I'm making a color card, it's like it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm not making all of these like crazy decisions, right? What I am going to do though is there's a little bit of chunks. I don't want those like, I don't want the hard lines. So my mom and I used to be faux finishers. We would do all these like specialty finishes. We did some amazing Venetian plaster. So like if you've ever gone to like the Venetian Hotel, Caesar's Palace, anything like that, if you've ever looked at their walls essentially. There we go. Yeah. So if you've ever seen the really shiny, beautiful finishes, we did stuff like that. We did some really pretty coppers. All right. We'll let the first chunky layers go. I think on this one, I want to play with some of the reds and purples as the base coat or bottom colors. Because like I said, I'm going to do some sort of blend or mixtures. And I don't, like, I'm not going to do the armoire like one giant piece, right? I'm going to do, I want colors to fade in and out. Okay, so that'll be our left side. And then for this one, let's try, do blackberry cobbler, figgy pudding, and let's do some red velvet cake. So I'm going to try these. Blackberry cobbler. Did I say blueberry the first time? Figgy pudding, red velvet cake. Some ASMR. I did all that shaking, and then my Apple Watch is like, all right, it's time to breathe. Time to take a moment, meditate. Actually, it's time to eat. I am starving and make lunch after this. Okay. I like my favorites. I always lean towards the blue line that we have. My favorite, I love watermelon rind. So I have a big bottle coming out of that one and some other ones. And I actually don't mind using the smaller bottles unless I'm going to do a big project. The coverage is amazing, but also I kind of use them more like artist paints. So I don't need a huge batch, but if you are going to be using for like projects, I would go for like, depending on what project, but like I said, this is like an 8-ounce compared to the 2-ounce. So if you're going to be doing just like highlights and stuff, maybe you can get away. Like if you're just going to be doing the edges or whatever, you can get away doing the 2-ounce if you just need real little detail work, 8-ounce. And then, like I said, that 32-ounce being the quart size, that'll probably last me through a few projects, actually, is what my mom was telling me. So I'm learning along with you guys. And I think that's beautiful. So yeah, I used to get paid to paint all over people's walls and write on them. Actually, let's use the other palette knife. Let me use like the little, I'm sorry, I should know the names of all of these, but let's try some red here. Let's see if this helps avoid those lines that I didn't like. Ooh, look at this red. This one is the red velvet cake. I need to clean my palette. That's why I keep getting chunks, because I'm like using a dirty paint palette. I need to scrape it. Ooh, the purple is gorgeous on this black paper. Figgy pudding. Yeah, so my mom and I used to paint model homes, houses, kids' rooms. Kids' rooms were my favorite. I could go crazy creative and just let my inner child, like, I would just pour my energy into these kids' rooms because I knew that they're going to be sitting in their room and playing, and I wanted those kids to be inspired, to let the little artist in them. Because if you're sitting in a room with white walls, maybe you might feel a creative urge, right? But I always found to be more inspired because my mom was a painter. All of our walls, whether, growing up, we had wallpaper, and then, switched to painting everything. Dude, this is pretty. Okay. Sorry, I went a little crazy. It's okay. It's just paint. Okay. So now let's get, tripping. That 24 karat. Sorry, I get paranoid that like the links all stop working for a second. I'm going to do the 24 karat statuary and onyx. Hold on. Is there anything else I want to do on? Hold on. Do I want to add some browns? I think I'm going to try adding a little, because I'm trying to think of like the colors that I would want to come through, and this would be like part of the leaves or branchy type things. So this is chocolate souffle. And if you haven't noticed, all of our colors are food related, minus the liquid pixie dust. And we have some new colors coming out. We have Aperol Spritz, was going to be like an orangey color. I don't have those ones yet. Those ones are on their way. My mom's driving from Arizona and bringing me some of those. But Aperol Spritz, and then we have liquid pixie dust of Royal Highness, which will be a deep purple shimmer, and then we'll have Prosecco, which is like a champagne shimmer. So very, very beautiful colors. Really excited to sample those and make you guys some cool. So you can see like the green coming through. Let me move this because I don't know if that's blocking the light. So remember, these are going to be my base that are providing the shapes and the texture to come back through. once I start painting on top of them. Okay. All right, let's see how we're doing here. So again, this is Christmas cookie, sour apple, key lime pie, and then now I'm adding some chocolate souffle. Oh, the other thing too that you can do, you can take your artist brush. This one is one of the turquoise iris ones. It's just really, really beat up because maybe not beat up. I will say it is well loved. Let's do some shapes and dots and stuff. Because let's just see what some of this will show up like once we get some other colors on top of it. Let's see what we like. It's the only way you're going to find out, right? So I'll try some various shapes and sizes over here. Maybe I'll just try some like smaller strokes. And like I said, I'm doing this because our paint is thick enough, thick with two C's, that like once the other colors go on top, you're going to see all of the texture pop through. Somebody commented on the reel I made the other day. They're like, "What are you going to name it?" The color swatch that I made. I'm like, paint swatch number one. I don't know. Color goes like it wasn't really supposed to be a piece. And then I'm going to try some smaller ones too. Hold on. And this one is the leader brush. This is one of my favorite artist brushes because I like to do detail work. So, sorry, probably hard to see, actually. Okay. Let me mute this real quick. Got my little heat gun. There we go. Sorry, I don't know why I lost the feed for a second. And if you're joining me, feel free to leave a comment if there's any future color combos from our Paint Pixie brushes, Magical Chaulk Paint line that you want to see, and I can make videos of that too. Or if you want to see certain techniques, I'm happy to try. So, all right, this one still a little wet. Hold on, I'm gonna hit that with my little heat gun one more time. Okay. Sorry, I just don't like the sound of like the dryer going all in your ear. All right, now we get to pick. Let's do statuary, 24 karat gold, onyx. "24 karat statuary." One's 24 carats, that more liquid gold color. Sorry. Try to work backwards. And then that one's like the more bronze. Hello, welcome everybody. So this side of the page, we're using the greens, Christmas cookie, sour apple, key lime pie, and we're about to darken everything and start doing layers of the liquid pixie dust on top of it. Trying to find my favorite color combos for this armoire and my friend's cabinets that we're going to be doing. This side is red velvet cake, blackberry cobbler, and figgy pudding. Oh yeah, this has a little bit of chocolate souffle in it too. All right, so I am using Joy and Lil B, but I'm kind of going between these two, Lil D and Little B. And those, let me grab the link real quick. All right, so this is, I'm going to drop it in the comments. The kits won't be out until April 1st. Perfect. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Let's start with a little bit of the statuary. Touch. I like to wet on wet first, right? Okay. Push the edges out a little bit. I'm earthquake on the whole table. And let me turn. I'm going to get this lower. Sorry, it's going to block my face, but oh, maybe I can get it. Does that work? So now you can see the statuary on top of the chocolate souffle. And are these actual terms? Smidge. This is the onyx. Onyx is the liquid black. And let me know if you have any of our Paint Pixie colors and which ones you've tried and which ones you love, which ones you can't figure out how to use. Do you guys remember Donna Dewberry? I think that was her name. So when my mom was like learning all of her paint stuff. Everything was painted in our house. Everything had Donna Dewberry leaves and flowers. Which I'm pretty sure that was her name. Donna Dew. I have to Google that. So wherever you are, Donna Dewberry. Thanks for inspiring my mother. The heck am I gonna have for lunch today? Well, let's see. It's raining today in Vegas. I'm gonna cover more of these. So maybe I'll do some tomato soup and a grilled cheese. That sound good? And let me know in the comments where you're from or what you're working on today. Or what your favorite part is about watching these kind of videos. So I kind of do like a stippling. I'll kind of stipple the chunks out, right? And then do a little, and if you have to, sometimes you just push it out. I'm sure there are technical terms for this. I'm a photographer, not a trained painter. I just learned to paint from my mom, you know, when we had our paint company. Not Paint Pixie, but when we were still Artistic Illusions by Josie, which was a mouthful. And I'm just trying to go to the edges where the now I'm going to start building up some of the onyx. So I like to play around with working dark to light and then light to dark. Highlights and shadows just to see what colors look better in what order, I guess. So what you think so far? Like I said, I like dark. I'm going to change everything. Maybe not everything in my house, but all the things to in my room. I want to do like a dark emerald. And if I could keep plants alive, I would have a ton of plants. But that is like not my strong suit. For a Taurus, you would think I'd be better at that. So what do we think so far? Yeah, I see where I need to soften that. So I like the Christmas cookie that kind of shines through. Not a huge fan of those little bright spots of like the maybe this. I don't know if that's the key lime pie. Maybe it's too bright. And I'm sure in person you can see the green tones a lot more than you can on video, but kind of see it popping through. All right, so that is our dark green base. Now, let's see if I can move this without breaking it. To our purple and blue base. I'm going to use the same combo just to see what like the difference is with changing the background color, but leaving the similar, because I know I'm going to end up doing a lot of the Liquid Pixie stuff on my piece, but whatever. We're just playing around. It's just paint. So maybe this one we won't stipple as much. Maybe this one we will do this. A little cross hatching. Man, I wish they would have had social media the same type of way that they had it like when I was painting. We probably would have had like these huge pages by now. Oh, well. It is what it is. Oops. That happens a lot when I'm painting too. Whoops. So I can definitely see where the reds are heavier, like how that's showing through the golds and the bronze. Okay, so now I can go in and darken darkness. Get a little more of those like shapes in there. Let me grab a little bit more of this. A little bit of more of this. I swear I can English better than this most days. Yeah, so again, my name is Mio. I am the youngest paint pixie. I have a show called Souls and Stardust podcast. You can check out if you're into spirituality and mental health and wellness type stuff, and just your soul journey type conversations. I'm also a photographer. You can catch me at miobackliniphotography.com or miobacklini.com. Will take you to all my links. I'm just a overall multimedia creator. So I would just say, like, not even just a visual artist, but like, I just like to make things. Just like to see what happens. And I think that equates to the type of creator that I am. I just kind of take some risks, right? Like, let's see if it works. See if it helps people. Let's see if, people resonate with it. Our little layers building up. I don't know if you can see. Maybe when I'm done, I can take the phone down. I'm gonna break my tripod. I promise it's a lot prettier in person. It's got a good personality. More, just pouring out more onyx. So this is onyx. There's like silver undertones in the onyx. So I think that's why I like mixing the onyx with the statuary, is because it really just warms it up. Let me see if I have any. What else did I paint with the onyx recently? Oh, I made a little ring. I was playing with pixie dough. Oops. Hold on, let me go grab that. So I was playing with pixie dough the other day. I made a cute little witch's hat ring holder. And then I painted it with the liquid onyx. Can you hear my stomach growling? I gotta finish this so I can go eat. I gotta see if my mom's watching. Mom, are you there? I didn't tell her I was going live. It was kind of like last minute. I just had to make sure I could squeeze it in because I have a lot of other editing and stuff to do. I'm working on a film, not a film, but a short film that I'm working with to showcase coaching and mental health and wellness and how to break through the walls and get to the other side of your limited belief systems. And it was really powerful filming with my cousin and this coach. And I was like behind the camera trying not to cry. All right. Yeah, I'm going to take this down. So I'm going to sit with these. I'm going to let them dry. And then I like to sit with them. And then I'll make some more samples of the different stuff because I want to see, like I said, I know I'm going to use the Liquid Pixie Dust. And then I just want to figure out what color combos and stuff to use under it. So let me pull this down so you can see. And I hope this was helpful. Oops. Okay. Sorry. So here is right. This is the green. And they're probably not translating well on camera. Once I get it taped up to my armoire and I step back and see, I'll know. And then I'll bring them to my friend's house and see how they look for her cabinets. And then the cool part is when you're doing the imperfect swatches like this, I can see like, oh, I like the areas where it's this color and this color coming through more. So then I know like, okay, so if you can see like where we did some of the dots too. I wanted to see what the dots would look like. Right? Some textures. Let me get a better light on this purple. This is not turning out. Anyways, so that is that. So today, our first episode was color samples. So again, my name is Mio. I just made today's samples on the black mixed media paper. using this side is, oh, hold on. Okay, so that side, we use these as the background colors to have hints of green peeking through. Christmas cookie, sour apple, key lime pie, and a little bit of chocolate souffle to darken up some of that and bring some richness. And then on this side, we did red velvet, blackberry cobbler, and figgy pudding. Sorry. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. Just be patient with me. And then our liquid pixies on top, 24 karat statuary, and a very messy bottle of onyx. There we go. Okay. And then the brushes used today, Paint Pixie Little B, Little B, Little D, Joy, and a little bit of our turquoise iris. And then we use the turquoise iris palette knives. So again, thank you so much. I'm going to let these dry, and if I add to them or change them in any way, I will upload that to our Facebook page. That's kind of the hub. So if you are catching this and you're not familiar with Paint Pixie brushes, we are a family-owned company, women-owned company. Even though Mr. Pixie is very much present, we like to just, focus on the core of my mom putting everything in her heart into making this company and making sure that we put out a product that is something that we love and we believe in. Like I said, we used to be painters. We are painters, but we started off furniture and walls and interiors. And so for us, we would always struggle with good quality brushes, and we didn't like everything that was out there. We didn't like that bristles were falling out. We didn't like that you can see the paint marks and the streaks from your brushes. And so we set out to create a product, and they're made in Italy. And you can go watch the video. You can see the family that makes them. You can see the warehouse um, where they take bristles, and they're literally bunches like this, and they're shaking them out, and then they're putting them in and making. You can see the video on our page of them making our brushes. And I joke that one of the visuals I remember from when I was down there filming was one of the, I don't know if it was a sister-in-law or whatever, but she's standing there, like, say she's stamping each of our brushes, right? She's standing there with a cigarette in her mouth. And I'm like, this is so Italian in my head. I don't know why. And then you'll see the father, who's been doing it for decades. He's in there. He doesn't speak a lick of English, and he's just talking with his hands and talking with the brushes. And so it's kind of like our family, from their family to ours, our family to yours. We definitely just want to keep inspiring people to create. Create more than you consume. The world needs your art. The world needs your message. We are here to provide tools to make your creative dreams possible. And we created everything that you see with intention and love. And everything that we do, we keep in mind with our users, because we are also users of our product. We made them so that we would have high quality things and tools in our arsenal, so that when we're making our pieces, like, they're amazing and high quality, and you're not seeing, there's no bristles in any of this. No bristles fell out at all. And you saw how hard, like, I was stippling, like, you know. Oh, oops, that one wasn't clean, but whoops. Anyways, again, my name is Mio. Thank you for joining me on the first episode of Make It with Mio. This is going to be a YouTube exclusive. You might see me share a link to the Facebook page in the beginning while we're trying to build this up, but I really want this to be user interactive. So please, please, please comment. the color combos that you would love to see. Um, if you want to maybe have me sample next time, we can do more of our blues, right? I can do some of those. Oop, oop, oop. If we want to do more of I can do a lighter palette, right? We have all types of like more natural tones. I am working on putting together little bundles so that when you go to the website, we'll have like earth sign, water sign, air sign, fire sign, and they'll have like 3 colors for each kit. So you can get like a little earth sign kit or earth tones and this and that. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I am Mio Baclini. I would love to see what you create, so make sure to tag us, Paint Pixie, or hashtag Paint Pixie Brushes. We also are starting our TikTok channel, so make sure to send me or tag whatever creations you're making so that I can reshare and repost, because this is not just a one-person thing. We are doing this because we're trying to create and cultivate community between artists of all ages and genres. So all right. Love you guys. Bye.